Welcome to the next video. It's about activity number 1, adjustments and the extended trial balance. Let's read these carefully. An extended trial balance has been drawn up and a suspense account opened with a debit balance. Alright, so suspense account is there. Through some journals, error of correction, we will try to remove the suspense. You now need to make some corrections and adjustments for the year ended 31st December 2019. Okay, the first one. Let's read the requirement first, before reading the question. Requirement A is here. Read the journals which need to be entered into the adjustment column. So 1, 2, 3, 4 adjustments are there. We're going to do it. And number B, enter the journals you have recorded in A into the adjustment column. Extend the figures, statement of profit and loss, SPL. That means in short you need to do an extended trial balance, don't you? So stay focused, please. Number 1. An annual depreciation of plant has yet to be accounted for. Plant is depreciated at a rate of 10%. What is the cost of the plant? And it's the SL method. 10% plant. Let's check it out. Plant at cost, did you see it? 20,000, yeah? Let's take it up there. 10%, 20,000 at the rate of 10%. What you get is 2,000, don't you? Okay. And what is it was not taken into account. If you meant to do it, how do you do the double entry? Deprecharge, debit, deprecharge, and accumulated depreciation credit, doesn't it? Let's do it. Depreciation charge, debit 2,000, and accumulated depreciation is 2,000 credit. What is the pick list? Let's check out our pick list. Depreciation charge been given, taken. Plant accumulated. Okay, let's write it down. Plant accumulated depreciation. That's our first one. Now, we can, if you want it, this is an adjustment. We can take it into the bottom adjustment. Depreciation, like side by side. Depreciation charge. How much is the depreciation charge? It is 2,000, doesn't it? Yeah. And that's an expense into the SPL. That's why it's debit, doesn't it? So that's at a time we are doing 2. The first adjustment done, taken into the journal, also taken into the extended trial balance. The accumulated debris as well, so we can take that into the accumulated debris as well. And accumulated debris is credit. Let's check it out. We have plant accumulated depreciation. Adjustment would be credit 2,000, and it is taken into the SOFP, doesn't it? Statement of financial position as a deduction from the cost. Okay, next one. Next one is about inventories were valued 1,500. This is your closing inventory. And how do you do the journal? Closing inventory debit, debit into the SOFP because it's a current asset, and closing inventory credit in adjustment, we call it, and SPL. Let's see, what do you have similar pick list? Yeah, SOFP, SPL. And how much is the figure? 1,500. 1,500. So if we go to the closing inventory adjustment here, closing inventory debit 1,500 and credit 1,500. These are the 2 adjustments, but the SPL it is credit 1,500 and SOFP it was debit, wasn't it? That's how we did the journal. See, that's exactly what you need to do. Moving on, SOFP debit, SPL credit. Job done. Number 2 done. Number 3. Wages 900 were not entered into the wages expense. And the other side of the double G was correctly made. That means it's one-sided error, doesn't it? Single entry error. It creates your suspense. So what is the obvious error? Obvious error, we need to make it correct. Wages expense was not entered. So wages expense debit and suspense credit by the figure 900. Yeah, let's do it. Wages expense debit and suspense credit 900. We don't need any narratives here. It's just a journal. Wages expense debit means we need to add it with the wages expense. So let's go to the wages expense somewhere. Where's that? Wages expense at the bottom. I found it here. Look at this. Wages expense debit. That's my adjustment. And suspense credit. That's my adjustment. Yeah. Okay. So far so good. Wages goes into the SPL as an expense with the adding our figure. We're gonna do in a minute, because we still have one more adjustment here. Rates, number 3 done. Rates payment 250 has been charged to the rent expense, so we need to minus it from rent and plus it to rates, doesn't it? So minus rent means rent credit, doesn't it? And rates plus means rates debit. That's what we got to do. 250 rent credit 250 and rates debit 250. Let's take these two into our extended trial balance. Rates debit and rent credit. Rates debit, rates debit 250 and rent credit 250. Yes, that's our adjustments been done and taken. Okay, we are going to complete the extended trial balance now. Stay focused. I'm erasing a little bit of extra writing just to make it little clean in the bottom stuff, so I'm making it clear. Okay, that will do the job, I hope so. And a little more this too as well. Starting with bank, one by one we're going to go. Bank is credit, there is no adjustment, so 7435 is an SOFP item. Plant at cost, it's an SOFP item, but it's an asset debit. Closing inventory, we have already taken these two adjustment, one into the SPL minus, one into the SOFP current asset. Depreciation charge, it's an adjustment, it's a debit adjustment, so goes into the SPL as an expense. Opening inventory, there is no adjustment, but opening inventory is an expense into the SPL, so 800 into the SPL. Purchase is an expense and there is no adjustment, so it goes to SPL 20,301. Purchase ledger control is a current liability, there's no adjustment, so it goes SOFP into the credit 5755. Plant accumulated depreciation, it is credit into the SOFP. It's a kind of liability, you can call it, but we call it provision. Rent, there is an adjustment 1600 plus debit means plus 250. Whatever is the figure should go into the debit of the SPL because it's an expense. Taking the calculator on screen, we don't need the calculator, it's 1850 going to be, doesn't it? Still doing 1600 plus 250, 1850 is your expense. Hold on. Oops. We need to write into the SPL column, shouldn't we? 1850, that's my SPL column because I couldn't see from the top. Yeah, this is rent 2866, but it should be a minus because it's on the credit side. Minus 250. 2866 minus 250. We've got 2616. 261. What I'm writing is an expense. 2616, wasn't it? Yeah, 2616 is an expense. Sales, there is no adjustment, and sales is a credit item which goes as an income into the SPL 49126. Sales ledger is a current asset, SOFP item on the debit side 8325. Suspense account is already been taken into account. Wages, we added it. Added 7524 plus 900. 7524 plus 900. How much is the figure? 8424. 8424. Why it is on the debit side? Because it's an expense and it's an SPL debit. That's it, people. Now we got to do the total and find how much is the profit. At first, let's do the total of the adjustment. Yeah, I'm starting with the debit side first. This debit side, we have 1500, then 2000, adding up everything. 1500 plus 2000 plus 250 plus 900 plus what else we have. That's it. 4650. 4650. And that's debit side. How much is the credit side? On the screen everything fits in. 1500 plus 2000 ET gain plus 250 plus 900. That's interesting. 4650, isn't it? 4650. That balances. Super duper. Now what is the rule in the SPL? We need to check whether credit side bigger or debit side bigger. If credit side bigger, it will be profit. Normally we expect a profit. Let's do the credit side and debit side total both side. Yeah, credit side we have a 1500 plus one sales only 49126. How much? 50,000 626. I'm writing it here. 50,626. We have only two items. One is closing inventory and one is sales. The rest of the items on the debit side. Let's see how much is the debit side total. Debit side is 2,000 plus 800 plus what is this? 203. What is this? This one is 20,000. 20301. Yeah, I think should be better. 20301 plus 20301. Okay, three items taken plus 1850. All the expenses, doesn't he? 2616 plus 8424. 8424. So my expenses are lower. It's 35,991. So I will take it away from 50,626. 50,626, which I got 14,635. 14,635, and that's a profit. And I can write this figure here, 50,626. 50,626. Now, if it is a profit, 14,000, how much? 635. 635. It goes on the credit side of your SOFP. So 14,635. Let me erase all of it. 14,635. And the both side of my SOFP should balance now. Okay. Yeah, that is a good position. How much is the bank? 7435. Yeah, minus up, just keep doing it. Yeah, 7435 plus 5755 plus 2000 plus there's a profit of 14,635. 14,635. How much? 29,825. 29,825. The other side should be the same, which is 29. How much is that? 20,000. Then 1,500, doesn't it? 20,000, 1,500, and 8,325. 20,000 plus 1,500 plus 8,325. 29,825. Boom, people. That's how you do your extended trial balance. Watch out the next video for a few more learning.